let's talk about Donald Trump's appearance at the NABJ. Tyler, I know you've been following this closely as I have. What are your thoughts on what the NABJ did and how it's unfolded over the course of today?
Yeah. First off, I want to say that, I have a ton of respect for NABJ. I'm a mass comm grad who went to HBCU. Like NABJ was a staple in my college career. We went to the conference they had in DC. That's like one of my fondest college memories when me and the homies road tripped to the NABJ conference in DC. And I think that they provide a great service. Like I said, it is a network, it is a family. It's really good vibes when folks link up. It is a time where there's uplifting. They usually honor someone every year as kind of like, the guest of honor, where they run down their career, their accomplishments and all that. And they're just it's like I said, it's really good vibes there. So why would you invite the worst motherfucker on the planet to this? That's my whole point. Like, we don't need to do the whole two sides or we have to hold him accountable. No, we don't. We know who this dude is. And we saw how that shit went today. And it went exactly like how we thought it would go. Like, the only thing that was mildly surprising to me is that I'll give it to them. They didn't come out there and handle him with gloves. They came out there, they asked him some questions, and all he did was just flip that shit and avoid giving concrete answers and leaning on insults. And it's some shit that his base is gonna eat up because they're gonna look at it like, oh, he went into the hornet's nest and he told those uppity blacks what was what, right? Nothing good came of this. And I'm just not of the belief, especially in 2024, that you have to hear both sides, that you have to lend credibility to these people and hear their thoughts. No, we know what the fuck Trump stands for. We know what he stands for: bigotry. He stands for misogyny. He stands for tyranny. Like, he is hinting at being a dictator if he wins this election. And people are just not taking that shit seriously. And I think that you're taking a big mistake because, yes, Trump is a fucking blabbermouth idiot at times, but he is dead serious when he says shit like that. And if you look at the Project 25 shit and the shit that they've got laid out, like, there's a very real path for that. So, I mean, I guess my biggest takeaway from this is that sometimes we just have to lean on the whole premise of, nah, I don't have to. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? When it comes to shit like this,
Yeah.
he's a presidential candidate. You have to hear him out. No, the fuck you don't. Why? We do
I mean, he
not.
doesn't play by the rules though. The things he talks about are not like the things that a presidential candidate usually would how they would speak. Like, why do you expect? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Like, he is not your run of the mill presidential candidate. He is a flat out unique danger to democracy. It is that fucking simple. And to give this man a platform is just irresponsible. And I'm just not riding. Like I said, I got a ton of respect for the NBJ, but I'm not rocking with them on this shit.
What was their reasoning behind doing that? Because I feel like everybody that I saw speaking about it, like, even if initially they said, I get what we have to hold them accountable, then they would, what I'm saying? Oh, I'm seeing a point. Like, we should rescind that. Like, what was the reasoning?
I think Tyler laid out what they were putting out in press releases and stuff, which was like, well, it's a presidential candidate. We always invite presidential candidates, it's et cetera, et cetera. It was kind of that, like, pretending it's Bush Gore in 2000.
Type
of rhetoric. Yeah. All right. I would just echo what Tyler said. Like, the NABJ, the only thing I guess I would add is, journalism is a shitty field to work in, and the NABJ is one of the few organizations that actually succeeds in networking that produces jobs for its members. Like, I have a ton of friends who've gotten jobs through the NABJ conferences, who, like Tyler was talking about, go to the conference every year, and like the hurt that I saw from them and the anger that I saw from them around, like, this is people plan their year around this. Like, this is a fun conference to go to. It's in the summer intentionally, which is not the case for like a lot of networking conferences, but it's like, people love going to the NABJ in New Orleans, or this year it's in Chicago or whatever. And to be like, you invited who? Why? If you made a list of 300 million Americans, this dude would be like very close to the bottom of the list of the people that, my friends would want to see at that conference. So yeah, I don't know, man. I thought we were kind of beyond the, well, like, it's 2006 and 2004. Everyone's got to get the same thing in both directions. And like, we're inviting everyone and we'll talk to anyone who shows up. I don't know. But I agree with you. They did a pretty good job on the stage. I just, like, you have him going up there and questioning Kamala Harris's racial identity to people gasping in the audience. It's like, what? what's necessary about, like, who did this help other than him? Other than, like Tyler said, him being able to put a press release that said, we went there and we stood up to, I don't like doing things that make people who hate me happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just that seems like the easiest explanation to me.
People gasping in the audience. What did you expect this guy that we've seen for 8 years straight be nothing but asinine to do? You thought you were going to ask him tough questions and he was going to have good answers? He was going to, you know what I mean? Like, he was going to admit to the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That he's spread for the last. This is not that guy, bro. Like, I don't know. You're gasping for what? Like, what did you went to that to see what? You got what you went to see. You got what you were going to get from jump by inviting him.
Forget about what the calendar says. Football season is right around the corner, and that means best ball week at DraftKings isn't far behind. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking 15 million guaranteed prize pool with that's right, 2 millionaires being crowned for first and second place.
If you're a set it and forget it type, then best ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger roster so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. And $15 million in prize money is no joke. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a Draft One, Get One special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket.
Get ready for Best Ball Week at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins, Jenkins, for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million Millionaire Contest to get a bonus ticket. Only during Best Ball Week, only on DraftKings.